Hey everybody, this is author Jeff Bowles coming at you with another Modern Classics question mark. Modern Classics question mark, and by which we mean, is this game Metro Last Light? Be it a modern classic, everybody, well, be it a modern classic? Well, we don't know. I mean, I know, because I've been playing it. You know, that's an easy question, right? Okay, so before we get rolling, right, do me a favor, like this video, because it deserves it. And then subscribe to Jeff Bowles Central here on YouTube. Bring you awesome things every single week, every other day, usually. You know, you'll love it. You'll love it, so just do it. Just do it. Okay, so Modern Classics, Metro Last Light. I played the first Metro game. I was not all that taken with it, mostly because the survival angle was a bit of a bitch for me. Also, it's a really dark game, and Metro Last Light is not any different. That being said, did I say Metro Last Light the first time? Metro 2033, is that what it's called? Yeah, something like that. These games are not my favorite, but I thought I'd get it because it was on huge sale, and the game is still dark. But in Metro Last Light, they have fixed a lot of things, like you have more ammo, it's more action driven, there is less sneaky sneak, but there's still tons of sneaky sneak. Anybody who's been a fan of Jeff Bowles Central for a while now knows that I am not partial to the sneaky sneak. I hate sneaking around when I could just be blowing dudes away. They've also got a lot of cool monster types that you can kind of hit with flashlights, instead of, you know, shooting necessarily, to kind of keep the monsters at bay, if you will. Will you? If you will you? I understand that the Metro games are based on a series of Russian novels, which I think is really cool that Deep Silver, the developer, would take the chance on developing games based on novels, right? That's pretty cool. What's not cool is that there are a ton of really bad Russian Hey, Dmitri, why don't you go buy the gun and then shoot the bad guy? Bad Russian accents, right? And I gotta tell you, the story in Metro Last Light, for being based on, and I know that a lot of people like these games, but I don't. For being based on a novel, it's kind of weak sauce, and maybe it's because of the voice acting. The voice acting is kind of terrible. Basically what it is that there was a fallout, a nuclear fallout, not to be confused with the game Fallout, and in Russia, right, former Soviet Union, people took to the metro, to the underground, to the subway, to hide and to escape the nuclear fallout that has occurred, and that which is still lingering in the air. You're gonna have to wear a gas mask, or I guess you would call it like a nuclear filtration system, and you're gonna have to like screw in filters into the gas mask, and you've only got 5 minutes per filter. That's how dirty the air is. So that's kind of a cool angle, and the weapons are kind of interesting because they're not, I mean, you have an AK-47, right, which you should. If you're playing Russia or playing a Russian anything, you should have your AK. But they're also like a lot of makeshift weapons, and you can kind of modify them, but it doesn't really change what they look like a whole lot. You can add, you know, stocks and sights and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, all of it's really fun. But God, why does the game have to be so dark? So damn dark. I don't know. Maybe it's a Russian thing. The Ruskies. Hey comrade, I'd like to use the porta-john, but Dmitri is in the porta-john. Can you give me a pistol so I can shoot him in the head? You know what I mean? Whew. So, is Metro Last Light, folks, a modern classic? No. End of video. Go on about your business. No, it's not a modern classic. It's not even close. It's a good game. It's a good shooter. And I have to say, it's refreshing in the modern age to find a shooter that is as dedicated to story as is Metro Last Light. But that being said, the story's not that great. And it's always about revenge and betrayal. Revenge and betrayal. Revenge and betrayal. Hey, Dmitri, why you betray me? Well, Alexander. It's because we're Russian and that's all we can do. So, anyhow, folks, Metro Last Light, modern classic question mark. Take that modern classic question mark out. Take the question mark out and say not A.
Let's go.
Hey everybody, buy my book, would you? Godling and Other Pain Stories, available now on Amazon.com for 99-cent Kindle copies. Look, there's a cat. Available now on Amazon.com, 99-cent Kindle copies. Godling and Other Pain Stories. Godling and Other Pain Stories. Godling and Other Pain Stories. Godling and Other Pain. And I'm done.